Hi, good morning. I'm Adam Johnston here. I'm standing in front of the Richardson Science and Environment Building for the University of Winnipeg, which will be opening up in the fall of 2010. And basically this will be a hub for science and the environment. But one of the reasons why I'm here today is I'm doing a video about green jobs training. And I'm going to talk about green jobs training and how it can be developed in Manitoba. And as you can see, the building is being developed. It's green certified, so that's great to hear. And basically right now I'm just going to go into this. And now one important way in which Manitoba can transition to a faster green economy is through the idea of a green jobs training program. Now human capital is essential for this transition. Now a green economy and a high-tech, highly skilled workforce go hand in hand. Without a highly skilled workforce, the green economy will collapse. Without a green economy, a high-tech workforce will not be competitive in the new global economy. And now, so what are green jobs, you may ask? Now, according to a United Nations report, they define green jobs as positions in agriculture, manufacturing and construction, installation and maintenance, as well as scientific and technical administrative, as well as service-related activities that contribute substantially to preserving or restoring environmental quality. Specifically, but not exclusively, these jobs that help to protect and restore ecosystems and biodiversity. They reduce energy, materials, and water consumption through high efficiency and avoidance strategies. They decarbonize the economy as well and minimize or altogether avoid generation of all forms of waste and pollution. Now, basically, working in the green economy isn't just protecting wildlife or counting how many polar bears there are in the Arctic. Now, compared to 20 or 30 years ago, the capacity of green jobs is much broader. They can include working in a credit union that promotes working on lending for eco-entrepreneurs, as well as building wind turbines for wind energy, planning the building of new structures that require green certification, LED, it can be an eco-tourist guide, develop sustainable hunting practices, drive a light rail transit bus, or even better, write environmental economic policy for government. Now basically, Manitoba has a lot of potential to create a world-class green economy. Now, the tools are there at the province's fingertips. We have a lot of clean energy sources in Manitoba. Now, we are one of Canada's leading hydroelectric producers. We also have a lot of wind that can be converted easily into energy. Plus, Manitoba is considered sunnier than other provinces, which creates the capability to provide solar energy. The province also has some of the most pristine wilderness in all of Canada, with the boreal forest. Now, Manitoba is also working on providing UNESCO land, proclaiming it will be a United Nations Heritage Site. Now, opportunities exist in which the province could consider creating some concrete green jobs training programs, or at least work with more non-profit organizations in these type of programs. For starters, to harness the alternative energy Manitoba is blessed with, the government will need to work by having a much broader alternative energy policy that does not involve Manitoba Hydro as the main provider of alternative energy in this province. Other competition could come into play via co-ops and small private businesses. Once that is done, the market will be created to supply much more methods of alternative energy in the province. Other competition could come into play via cooperatives and small private business. Once that is done, the market would be created to supply much more methods of alternative energy, in which labor demand will be needed to fill the new demand for the new outlets of these alternative energy companies. The province could encourage new tax credits for on-the-job training for these new alternative energy companies to employers. The province could also encourage massive amounts into green research and technology and turn local universities like the University of Winnipeg, University of Manitoba, as well as Red River College, a community college, into technology hubs. This is key because new innovation green technology will spill off into new jobs and will require new investments in training. Now, according to a report by the David Suzuki Foundation, the federal government spent $1 billion on green jobs training and research and development. That would turn into 4,000 jobs automatically, as well as potential spill-offs into new jobs later down the road. The case is clear. Green jobs is good business. Without green jobs, you risk not only creating a lack of job opportunities, but as well risking costs as much as $8 billion lost productivity in a year in Canada, according to this David Suzuki Foundation. Now's the time to start thinking of a new way of doing things in Manitoba. The recent 2010 Manitoba budget by Finance Minister Roseanne Wojcik was the most disappointing in recent times. Cuts to the province's innovation department is the last thing Manitoba can do in its battle for productive high-tech high-tech green economy. Without those investments in research and development, society will lose potential benefits of innovation which create jobs. So Manitoba, let's get on board. Let's create green jobs through green training programs right now. I'm Adam Johnson, Manitoba Modern Economics, Technology, and the Environment.